Assalamu alaikum. So here's another day of me telling you a hadith. So the hadith for today is a very important hadith. It's about Surah Fatiha, which we recite in every namaz. So I'm gonna tell you what happens when we recite Surah Fatiha and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replies to it. So it goes like this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I have divided prayer between myself and my servant into two halves, and my servant shall have what he asks for. When the servant goes like, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, all the praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, Allah replies to it by saying, my servant has praised me. When he goes like, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, the gracious and merciful, Allah replies, my servant has exalted me. When he goes like Malik Yawmiddin, the master of the day of judgment, Allah replies to it, my servant has glorified me and my servant has submitted to me. When he says Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, you alone we worship and you alone we ask help from, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replies to it by saying, this is between me and my servant. My servant will have what he asked for. So let's look what happens after this. We say, Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayri al-maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Ameen. So when the servant says, guide us to the straight path and the path of those who you have favored, not those who went astray, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is for my servant and my servant will have what he asked for. So as you guys saw, that it's a beautiful conversation between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the makhluk, his slaves, us. So now every time you pray Surah Fatiha, now you know what you're saying and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is replying to you in every prayer. Jazakallah khair.